Yeah.
Woohoo!
Bless.
Let me put that over there. It's a little bright. Hi, everybody.
Can you hear us?
Can everybody hear us? If you can hear us, give us a big tip, actually, right there in Venmo and Cash App. Give us a big tip.
Or a we can hear you in the group chat.
That also is helpful. We did. Oh, we can hear you. Thank you.
Blessing.
Yay. All right. Well, let's do this rehearsed all over again. Just kidding.
It's not rehearsed.
Not rehearsed.
Nothing.
All right.
Is rehearsed.
I've just put on my heels.
No, you didn't.
Oh, dang, you caught me.
She's on a steppy stool.
It's true. I got this at a little store. It's kind of like the Dollar Tree, but it's $4 more. Figure it out.
The $5 store?
Yes, the $5 store.
Is that a place?
$5.
Wait. Yes. I'm sorry. I didn't know what that. I forgot that's.
It's a thing.
Stores.
Stores are a thing, guys.
I haven't been to a store.
Yeah, think about the stuff that you haven't actually done in such a long time since we've been in this quarantine, right?
I go to work and I go home.
Yes, but now you're here.
Yes.
So thank you.
This is the first time I've seen you in 6
months.
I know.
Yeah, actually, yeah. I can't remember the last time we saw each other.
Like physically in person? It's been like a million years.
I want to say it was, like last January. Well, this January? Maybe. Yeah.
It's It reminds me of the good old days, getting tested every week.
Oh, man. Those good old days.
Except I'm still getting tested every week, but for something else.
Right. And it's not as much fun to get that whole thing.
It's fine. It's fine. No, actually, having human blockhead background makes it really easy. You just go in the car and they're like, just hammer it up there. And I'm like,
oh, that's true.
And they're like, you don't have to put it that far. And I'm like, no.
It's reaching the back of your tonsils. Like, you didn't need that?
Like,
you didn't need that swab?
I'm like just showing off for all the nurses. I don't have a gag reflex.
For that one hot nurse.
They're never hot.
Well,
Well, no. Florida Hospital South has a few hot nurses.
All right. Give it up for Florida Hospital South.
Not in the hospice ward. There is one hot security guard at Florida Hospital Altamont. I will say that.
Ooh, okay. All right. Keep an eye out for that.
He's real cute.
That guy.
Real cute.
Now, going back to what you didn't hear, welcome to the 4th edition of Risque Business starring Cabana Macabre.
Hi.
Hello. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you coming to spend your time with us. I'm seeing some new faces to Risque Business. So first of all, where have you been? Secondly, thank you for joining us. And thirdly, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube Blacklist Babes Cabaret. We've got a lot of really fun stuff coming up, and we'll be announcing some shows that are happening in the future. But if you ever want to go back and watch some other Risque Businesses or any of the other Blacklist Babes fully live recorded shows, they're all there available for you. Now, I will say that every now and then, because this is live, this is not pre-recorded, as you can see, sometimes there are, just like in real theater, there are technical difficulties. You have to make do with, so thank you guys for sticking with us. The show runs about an hour and a half-ish, so just keep in mind that we are doing everything for tips. We understand that not everybody's fully in a place where they can be buying tickets for shows yet. So below scrolling, you have there goes all of our social media, but you have our Venmo and you have our Cash App. Everything that we make gets split between us tonight and goes into the glitter and or COVID testing fund, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's like, my insurance is starting to be like, it kind of seems like you're just doing this for fun.
Nobody's doing it for fun, but let me tell you, I did buy one of those online tests, not the online, but you can mail it in. It's called Pixel, and you just do it yourself, and then you mail it in. It doesn't give you antibodies, but you are available to get it online, and it does give you results within about 3 to 4 days. And so, yeah, I'm stocking up on those.
I just go through the CVS.
Oh, and exactly. You could go through CVS as well.
Yeah, you find out which ones are participating. You plug in your insurance information, make the appointment, and then you just go on.
Yep.
And they time everything. It's really good.
And you all know how pro masks and pro safety we are on this show. We are all still doing socially distanced shows. We are able to be here together because we are quarantining and we've been testing as well. So, just keep that in mind for everybody that's out there. We're allowed to be this close because
before you want to go on party.
Yeah. So yeah, before you get partying and go crazy, make sure that you're testing as well.
This is also the trust that comes from years and years of friendship.
That is true. That is true. And if you guys know, Cabana and I go way back. We've definitely performed together at Blacklist Babes. We've done a lot of singing, which is what we're going to be bringing for you tonight. So I'm really excited. Really excited for you guys to be watching this episode because sad face emojis. Blacklist Babes is taking a short break from online shows. So this is going to be your last chance. So you better start sending those tips in tonight because we won't have another show until the end of October. And then the next Risque Business.
You said short break.
Short break, as in the next 4 weeks. 4 to 5 weeks.
Okay.
That's a short break. That's a short break for me, okay?
Okay.
All right? That's a short online show break. And then we're going to be, of course, coming back with a Halloween show, and we're going to be coming back with my birthday show in November. All right. So, as we always do in every Risque Business, we start off with a cocktail. So tonight, since I have an assistant, we're actually going to be making a cocktail together. So I want you guys to grab your supplies, Levi stretch, pull that recipe up. Tonight, we're going to be making the Cabana Unana. I love this. I'm so glad I chose that picture.
I'm like, you chose the picture that looks like I just coughed up a COVID test.
Hold on. Got it. So
negative.
Negative.
All I do is bring negativity.
And that's the kind you want.
Right?
So for your Cabana Unana, we've got vodka. We've got pink cranberry juice. We've got peach schnapps and pineapple juice. I don't know why I ordered it that way. I think that was a typo, but that's okay. Juice.
Pink, peach, pineapple schnapps, peach schnapps, pink cranberry juice.
All right, you guys got all those? All right, well, let's make a cocktail, everybody. Pull that out, and let's do it.
Oh, boy.
Now, remember, we are not sponsored by any of this. Oh, I said we weren't going to see our legs, but look, you get to see them. Hey.
They're going to find out we're not wearing pants.
Oh, crap, they're going to find out.
Okay, see, here's the thing.
I'm not also wearing shoes.
This is business casual, so...
You're lucky you got this much.
Oops.
Oh, sorry, guys. All right. So, I forgot one important thing. I'll be right back. I need to grab our little measuring glasses here.
Measuring? You're a bartender.
We don't measure here. Trust
you
me.
Eyeball.
We do not measure. But for the sake of fun, you're going to get this really sexy Aruba. Yeah, look at that booty. That's for you.
Holy Bo Derek.
I get this weird one with this guy that's smashed into a cup. I don't know. All right.
It's more Kirsten Dunst than Bo Derek. But
Kirsten Dunst.
Ugh. Like in that new movie where she's kind of the hot mess, where she got her face smashed.
Isn't that her day?
She's adorable. I love her.
All right. Got you some ice. Now, in Risque Business, we always pour a little heavy, so just remember, you go at your own pace, okay?
Like, hold on. Like, okay, so you had a steppy stool, and I'm just gonna...
yeah, that's perfect. You look really cute.
Thanks.
All right, so I'm gonna show...
Literally everyone who's ever seen me bend over.
Here we go. So I'm gonna do one shot, but just kidding, I'm actually gonna do two.
2 shots of vodka.
2 shots. Now, if you want to be normal, I guess you can do like a shot and a half. That's 1.5 ounces. But we're going to go ahead and do 2 ounces. Yours is a little bigger than mine, so I'm going to fill mine up a teensy bit more.
Story of my life.
Yeah. All right, then we're going to add a little bit of peach schnapps. I like a lot of peach schnapps. I don't know how you feel about peach schnapps.
I love peach schnapps.
Okay, good, because I love peach schnapps, so I'm probably just going to go.
It was the first alcoholic beverage I ever snuck
that's so cute.
From my grandparents' liquor cabinet.
Oh, well, that's a good one to sneak.
I thought they wouldn't miss it.
Nah. I mean, I've had this for like 2 weeks and I thought I finished it, so I bought another bottle today and then I was like, oh, I have more. So I guess we're going to finish this tonight.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
It was fun until my Nana came up to me and said I smelled like a fuzzy navel, and then I got in trouble.
She was like, I know those fuzzy navels. I know those. All right. Then I also like to, of course, we're going to add our pineapple juice. And thanks, Levi Stretch, for putting it in this really cool bottle that I want to say Orion Spelt gave me. Now, I don't want to get it too juicy, because I like it to be strong. Again, we're not sponsored by anybody. Unless you want to sponsor us, then hit me up. But otherwise, don't be looking at these labels, okay?
You know, you could totally be getting sponsored. There are so many distilleries around here.
I know. I used to work for one. It'd be nice if I got a little kickback.
See, this is how long it's been since I've seen you. I totally forgot.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
All right, so you got it. And now we're going to shake it, 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 shake it. It needs a really good shake.
Oh, I forgot.
Okay.
All the shaking is in your shoulders.
Yeah, it's right here. Right here. You should hurt in your shoulders when you're done. Yeah. There we go. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Now,
it's fuzzy.
I would say at this point, we can just go ahead and woo! Look how foamy. All right, that smells so good.
It's cute.
All right, and cheers.
Chin chin.
To risque business.
All right.
Delicious. Okay.
Let's tilt that shit back up.
Yes. Woo! Hi, everybody. I do apologize for the, technical difficulties earlier. I want to say I wanted to tell you thank you publicly, Colleen, for the wonderful gift. We were trying so hard to use it tonight, and it looks so fucking good. But we're going to have to play around with it a little more for the next show. But I just want to say a huge, huge thank you. I can't tell you how much that means to myself and Levi for this wonderful gift. You are so wonderful and supportive, and love you. All right. So this is great. So I love that I can see you guys commenting over here on YouTube. I can see you commenting on Facebook. Thank you so much. Yes, Valerie, you were right. That shot glass with the booty on it, that was for my grandma. Speaking of grandmas in the air.
For those who love this bat robe, it was custom made, and the maker is a gal on Etsy from like New Jersey or something. And if you private message me on Instagram, I can give you her information because I can't remember it right now.
Okay, when we remember it, if we remember it within the show, then we'll go ahead and have Levi drop it in the comments.
I won't.
Well, we can have him drop it in the comments for later, for when you guys come back. All right, awesome. So are you guys ready to start the cabaret portion of Risque Business? Let me see some comments. If you're ready, drop a little tips here and there, and that the Venmo and the Cash App, you've got all of our information scrolling there at the bottom. So remember, one thing I do want to mention, that if you want your questions bumped to the top, and if you want like a specific answer from one of us, that Venmo and Cash App is where you want to go. All right?
Tapping costs money.
It's true. Super cute outfits. Thank you so much, Diana. We love you. All right. So we're going to get into this cabaret portion. And as usual, I always go first because we want our lovely guest artist to come second. So introducing to the stage. Risa Risque. All right, now give me a moment, everybody, while I pull up my music and take away the drinks so we don't spill them everywhere.
I don't know. I think it would be fun if you accidentally sat on them.
I've been waiting for that day. Like one of these days. All right, give me one moment.
Oh boy.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the keeper of the keys, the countess of the clink, the mistress of Murderer's Row, Matron Risa Risque!
Ask any of the chickies in my pen. They'll tell you I'm the biggest mother. And I love them all and all of them love me. Because the system works, system called reciprocity. Got a little mother, always sees me through. When you're good to mama, mama's good too. There's a lot of favors I'm prepared to do. You do one for mama, she'll do one for you. They say that life is tit for tat, and that's the way I live. So I deserve a lot of tat for what I've got to give. Don't you know that this hand washes that one too? When you're good to mama, mama's good to you. If you want my gravy, pepper my ragu, spice it up for mama, and she'll get hot for you. When they pass that basket, folks contribute too. You put in for mama, she'll put out for you. The folks are tough, the latter are the ones that I adore. So boost me up my ladder, kid, and I'll boost you up yours. Let's all stroke together like the Princeton crew. When you're stroking mama, mama's stroking you. So what's the one I can bring this number to? When you're good to mama, put that on pause.
Yay!
Woo! Give it up for Risa Risque with assistance from Cabana Macabre.
Applause.
Oh, that's okay.
Whoa.
We have. Uh-oh. All right, pull up that technical difficulties really quick, Levi Stretch. Had to take a shot. That's the honest truth. All right. I just needed a shot. I was very hot, and it was hard to hear the music, you know. So here I am, just like. All right. Are you ready for your next guest?
You need a shot of Christ.
I know. It's the truth. That's what my mama would say.
Dear diary.
All right. Thank you all so much.
I appreciate that you kept that Facebook safe too.
Oh man,
that was nice.
I don't know what's happening here.
My 5-year-old niece is watching.
Oh my.
She's not.
Well, okay. I was gonna
she?
say at least I didn't take my top off.
No. She knows what a nipple is.
Ah, well, I mean, I could have taken my top off, but that's not for the free shows.
She's an adult,
so
it's fine.
But if you want to DM me for any private performances, you know how to reach me. All right. So, are you all ready for your next performance?
Impossible.
Would you like to do the nice ragu? That's a spicy meatball. Thank you, Scott. O'Shea. Okay. So thank you, Dale, for being here with us tonight. We appreciate you, Diana, and thank you, Cabana, for that as well.
You're very welcome.
Are we ready? Would you like to do the duet first, or do you want to go ahead and do your solo?
I would love to do. Let me sip my water, and then we'll do the duet.
Okay, let's do that. All right, I'm gonna sip my drink.
Yeah.
Oh, Nikki Fontaine, I live for this. Heck yeah, girl. That's right. Now, if you're a longtime fan of the Blacklist Babes, and definitely a longtime Is that for real, for real?
What for real, for real?
Yeah, what's for real, Mr. Baloo? Oh, hey, we got some Cabana fans in the house. Hello. Thank you all so much. If you're brand new to our YouTube show, definitely give us a subscribe. We're going to be announcing some fun contests that we're going to be doing later, the closer we get to 100 followers. All right, so thank you all for watching us. And again, if you've ever been a big fan of the Blacklist Babes, big fan of Risa and Cabana, you might know this song. If you have not, you are going to love it. And this is one of our favorites that we love to sing together. And I think you'll know why by the end of the song. All right? So again, I'm going to go ahead and
You can get your steppy stool.
I should get my steppy stool. This is it, actually, yeah. So let me go ahead and back this up. And I will. Whoop.
Since you start first, do you want me to hit play?
Yeah. Well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and hit play. And then I'm going to go back here because I want to see myself.
There it is.
Pick your trouble.
Happy day.
Come on, get happy.
I'm here again.
You better chase all your cares away.
Live again.
Shout hallelujah.
So let's sing a song.
Come on, get happy.
Of cheer again.
Get ready for the judgment day. The sun is shining
All together.
You girl, get happy.
Shine now.
You better chase your blues away.
Doubt it now.
Shout hallelujah.
So let's tell the
And
world
just get happy.
about it now.
Happy times. Happy times. Again. We're sailing down a river. Our cares will carry on.
There'll be no more from now on.
From now on. Forget your trouble. And just get happy.
I'm here again.
You better change. Shout hallelujah.
So let's sing a song.
And just get
Cheer
happy.
again. Happy times.
Happy nights.
Happy nights.
Happy nights. Happy days are here again. Yay! Uh-oh. Woohoo! All right, we got a woo from the other room. I love that. Oh, thank you, Cheryl Ann. I love it. Listen, I apologize. I swear I've never gotten every single word right to that song.
Neither did Judy Garland. It's okay.
Yeah, we have some, you know what? It's fine.
Wait. You know, Aurelio Voltaire does this thing every time he does a show, that every time he messes up a lyric, he has to take a drink. The show gets better and better as the show goes on.
I bet. I literally had the words in front of me because I did not want to be embarrassing on live, show tonight in front of Cabana after so long. I was like, I've got to get this right. And I'm like,
if you watch the actual Judy Garland TV show when she has baby Barbara Streisand guest on the show, same exact vibe. Judy's like, where's the teleprompter?
Oh my God, that is so me.
She sings like an angel, but she's like,
I'm going to need that.
I wrote this song.
I'm going to need that. I love it. Oh my gosh, Cheryl Ann, you saw Babs and Liza. How exciting. Love that.
Okay, I'm going to need details.
Yeah, you're going to have to tell us real quick, where did you see Babs and Liza? Just a quick, where'd you see them?
At Sardi's eating muffins.
Right? Yeah, they were having coffee, bickering over cheesecake. I love that. Yeah, tell us quick. You can just drop it in the comments. We can read it. We can read it later and talk about it later. Look at these wonderful comments. Holy shit, stupendous.
Wow.
Thank you guys so much. You can see our Venmo and our Cash App scrolling there at the bottom. I do see some tips coming in already.
What? Money?
So I want to say a huge thank you to everybody that's already starting to drop some coin.
My puppies are gonna go to college.
Oh my God, my puppy can actually go to elementary school. I literally couldn't even afford elementary school.
Please check my social media and look at my adorable elderly dogs who have decided to go back to college.
Whoa. And that being said, why don't we go ahead, Levi, pull up Cabana's social media here at the bottom, please.
Oh,
there we go. We've got Cabana Macabre on Instagram, on Twitter, Siren of the Swamp, and on Facebook at Cabana Macabre, Siren of the Swamp.
Yes.
And you're gonna, well, you got a tiny little taste because I can see you've got some new fans. I feel like we're gonna get some new Cabana fans for sure.
Yay.
That have not actually seen you perform before. So I'm
so
excited. So yeah, go ahead and keep that up. Just for a few minutes, Levi, and then go ahead and switch it back so that everybody knows how to tip Cabana.
Oh, thanks.
And I just want to say a huge, I'm so excited.
Hold on. Get taller when you say huge.
I'm huge. Thank you. That's right. Attack of the giant boobs.
I'm so
I know. You should be. Just wait. All right. Now, I want you guys to give virtually give it up for our next performance, solo performance by Cabana Macabre.
Oh, shit.
Let me get out of here.
Oh, God.
Let me go over here.
Hashtag she seems nice.
Nope.
Is it?
No, David.
This song is dedicated to Chris Evans. I'm mad about the boy. I know it's stupid to be mad about the boy. I'm feeling quite ashamed, I must admit, the sleepless nights I've had about the boy. Ooh, on a silver screen, he melts my foolish heart in every single scene. Although I'm quite aware that here and there are traces of a cat about the boy. Lord knows I'm not a fool, girl. I really shouldn't care. Lord knows I'm not a schoolgirl who's in the flurry of her first affair. Whenever Floyd, this odd diversity of misery and joy, I'm feeling quite insane, young again, and all because I'm mad about the boy. I'm feeling quite insane and young again, and all because I'm mad about the boy.
Woo! Give it up for Cabana! Give it up, everybody. That was amazing. Oh, woo, nobody can see it.
You saw nothing.
Wow, that was so great. That was so beautiful, and I love you. You did that yourself, right? All that stoning, all that beautiful stoning. That is so pretty. Do you want to show it off for a moment?
Yes, yes.
Look how pretty. Look at all
As
this
you can
detail.
do.
Look how this gorgeous detail, everybody. That is so beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous.
It took about 2 seasons of Great British Bake Off.
And you know what? And that is exactly where, honestly, like that's where a lot of your tips. That's where a lot of your tips go to.
Hold on, I'm gonna use your steppy stool.
Oh, please, please do.
Dear diary.
Use that steppy stool.
But listen, I'm proud of my work. Because, you know.
Oh, look at that. That's beautiful.
Georgia.
Wow.
That was done too. It looks nice.
I
Yeah.
love it. Yeah.
That's right.
Gorgeous.
Diamond clitoris.
And that's honestly like a lot of your tips, you know, we appreciate it because that's where it ends up going
My
to
tips?
sometimes.
You know what's funny? This is my first pair of pasties I ever made.
Wow, you made those yourself? That's so cool.
I made these in
Love that.
2010.
Love it.
5 years before I ever got allowed to join a burlesque troupe. I auditioned for
Wow.
several and never got in.
Oh my gosh. And I was like, girl, you better be a part of that Blacklist Babes. That's where we sing and strip.
No. If I look at some of my performances from back in the day, every audition I did, it was like,
whew.
Oh honey.
Well, you know what?
Marion the librarian, really?
But that's exactly hey.
Everybody's got to start somewhere.
Aw, Orange, you glad about the boys?
Yes,
that's
I am.
So cute. I love it.
I got screenshots, and I'm
freaking
so
love
glad.
it. You guys, that is so cute. Thank you so much. That was so beautiful.
That's our boy.
All right, now we're gonna get right into. We got the cabaret section. We got your drinks. Is everybody feeling a little drinky tonight? I know I'm almost there. Hold on.
Are you? What?
I'm almost ready for my second refill for sure.
Are we pretending it's Saturday night in normal times?
Yes, that's what we do here on Risa Risque. We pretend that it's normal. Eric, wonderful performance. Thank you. It was. Hey, Levi, bring those beautiful comments up to the main screen, please.
Thank you so much.
Let's yeah, thank you. Oh, honest. That's so cool. I love it. All right. So while you guys are sharing these, guess what?
I love you.
We love you, Dale. Guess what, everybody? It's time for the Risque. Okay, so tip info for Cabana. Please go ahead and change that over, Levi, please.
We're going to be splitting all of our tips from this. So you can find us on Venmo at Blacklist-Babes, Cash App at $Blacklist-Babes-Cab. And I think that's pretty easy.
Yeah. We're splitting everything tonight. So thank you guys so much. If you want to tip Cabana privately, again, we understand. You can just DM her via her social media.
If you want to tip me privately, you're probably one of my parents, and that's okay.
And that's great too. Thank you for joining, parents. I know my mom's watching. I actually just saw her actually. All right, so
I'm so glad it's 2020 and parents can be
I
supportive.
know, and my mom almost watches almost every Risque business. She's learned a lot about me in Risque, my early Risque days for
sure. When I was a baby dominatrix, I felt like I was learning everything from my mom. And then like now that she's in her, her middle years and she's like going out and doing her hoeing and stuff.
Oh, I love it.
She always writes me and she asks me for hoe advice. And I'm just like,
that's so sweet. That's so cute.
Mom, thank you.
I love that.
You think I know more than you regarding this? I do.
You do. Now you do.
For once, like the second I turned 30, I was so happy because I knew that like people were going to take me seriously when I said stuff. Because obviously I had the experience.
Yes, that's what they say. Turn 30, everybody.
And I just keep getting younger.
That's right. Every single day.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the portion of Risque Business where we get down to business. Now, you guys know the rules. For those of you that are new, I will tell you the rules. He's the rules. So what we do normally is I take a question out of my cauldron and we answer the question. Neither of us know what the questions are. Everything in this cauldron is either sexy, little bit risque. It could be about your profession. It could be about your, childhood. It can be anything. So here's the rules. If there's a question you don't like, you pass. You don't like it, you just pass.
Okay.
We don't have to answer all your questions.
All right.
And we don't have to answer all your questions, Cauldron. But for the most part, they're all going to be in here. The fun part about Risque Business is if you have a question, you can drop it in the chat. If you really, really want to make sure that your question gets answered, drop it in the chat and say, I tipped. That way we know to answer your question. The other fun part about Risque Business is we invite you all to also answer the questions along with us. So when we ever answer a question, drop your comment. Tell us what you think. Tell us your answer. All right. So it's kind of like a fun, like you ask us stuff and then you also get to answer. So we're going to start it off. Again, we're not going to know what any of these are. There's a lot of new ones from when Salvation was on last week. And Levi's also going to pull some fun questions up in the back. All right. So here we go. Pull the first one.
Okay. It is green. Oh boy. What is the weirdest place you've been caught having sex? I have never been caught having sex. Ever. Next question.
The weirdest place you've been caught having sex. All right. I'm going to let you guys drop a comment there. Where's the weirdest place you've been caught having sex?
Now, it's like, if that question was, where's the weirdest place you've had sex?
Right.
The answer would be very different. But I've never gotten caught because I'm a fucking professional.
I gotta say, like, where is the weirdest place I've been caught?
Sneaking around since I was 12, dude.
Yeah, and there you go. Oh my God. Okay.
What is that?
That's a really funny one.
Do you prefer America's ass or America's dick pic? Okay, so I'm a professional dominatrix. I prefer America's ass.
I love that.
1,000 times over.
America's ass. Okay. Oh, never. Mr. Blue Jay said never. So he's also pro. He's never been caught. He's never been caught.
That's
and
right.
You go.
That's right.
You go. Oh, sipping on some Tito's too.
But you keep it.
Oh no. Okay, Ryan, this is a good one. Did you ever walk in on your parents?
Once upon a time, I walked in on my parents naked. My mom was about 9 months pregnant, and my dad was naked and on his knees giving her a foot massage. Ooh. And I knew that was what I wanted for my life.
I love that. That's so hot. So I remember.
It was very hot, very hot. My dad knows how to give pedicures. My mom is like my dad is very yes ma'am, and my mom's like, that's right, bitch. And so
that's hot.
Yeah.
I will tell him.
You got caught in the Grand Canyon, Dale?
I know. I love that. You got caught in the Grand Canyon overlook. And that's beautiful. What a beautiful place. Of course, I would love that. I'd be like, you wanna make love right here? Yeah, of course you do. Where else would you do that? Absolutely.
The roof of a church.
And that too. So did you ever, okay, so I walked in on my parents once, and I will say one thing. I was an only child and my little sister was born when I was about five and a half-ish. So all those many years I was like, yes, only child. It's all about me, like the Scorpio I am. And I remember one time I walked in, and I remember my mom was on top of my dad. So my mom's watching this, so you better be embarrassed, because I don't know if I've ever told anybody this story. And here's the thing is that she was wearing like those like white panties, like the type that you like. Yeah. I know you like those.
You know I like white panties.
I know you love white
girl panties.
The kind that's like high-waisted, high cut.
I do all of my sluttiest material inside, like when someone's like granny panties, I'm like, you mean hidden slut?
And they're exactly. Secrets. They were very, and it was like, in my little kid's eyes, it was very innocent, because it wasn't like she was like riding him or crazy. She was just laying down on him sweetly, But I knew what was going on. Like, I remember that moment I walked in and I was like, oh, this is not for my eyes to see. And I remember my dad being like, get out!
When I walked in on my dad giving my mom a foot massage. Oh my God. Okay, so like after seeing my dad, I assumed everybody had a foot long dong.
Oh my God.
And I didn't I knew that because I had seen Kindergarten Cop that boys have a penis and girls have a vagina, and I just assumed that all penises were huge.
Wow.
So then I didn't see another penis for about, I don't know, 7 or 8 years.
Oh my God.
I was like 14, and some boy dropped trow in front of me, and I was like, oh,
ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, you got a little belly button. You got an outie belly button.
Love that.
And I'm just like, and I hate to say it, because like I did grow up kind of in a cult, low-key, and I like the first thing that popped into my 14-year-old brain was, oh, my dad's a lot bigger than you.
Ooh. Hey, so go ahead. I would say Levi Stretch, pull up that question from Mr. Blue Jay. Do you ever participate in Fetish Fridays?
What is that?
What exactly? Now, you tell me what Fetish Fridays is to you,
What does
Blue.
it mean to you?
Because guess what? Fetish Fridays is every Friday in our house. Now, I know that it used to be, I believe it used to be an event. That sounds very
Once upon a time, there was
similar.
Fetish Fridays over, there was a fetish circuit at Honeypot in Tampa.
Okay.
In Ybor City. And that was probably when I first moved to Orlando I was in college and I was driving down to Orlando in like 2008. And so like I would make a special pilgrimage to go down to either Orlando or Tampa to do fetish events. And yeah, it was good times. It was cute.
Good times. I will tell you, so here's a fun story that it just occurred to me when we were talking about this. I have way less experience in fetish than you do. And I remember when I first started kind of I always knew I was kinky. You know what I mean? That's something I always had in me. And I remember when I was like, and this is a side story, but like I remember being like 13 and when we had dial-up and trying to download a picture of I heard there was a naked picture of Trent Reznor from Closer. And I remember I waited for it to download and it was like bit by bit by bit, but it was that when he was like hanging up, you know? Anyways.
But this feels like Arrested Development. I'm like, her?
I know. Yeah. Trust me, I know. So here's the thing: it's like you always know, like from that.
Say that like I didn't download the Pete Steele spread from Playground.
Come on. So like at that point, I was like, I knew, but you had a little more experience, so we talked about it a lot, through our friendship. But I remember I went to, again, bringing it back to Nine Inch Nails. Before a Nine Inch Nails concert, they had a fetish night at a bar downtown, which like no longer exists. It was Back Booth before Back Booth existed.
Oh my God, what was it called?
And I remember I walked in there and I was wearing like a corset and I had a shirt that said bitch all over it. And I still have that shirt. It's sheer and it says bitch all over it. And I walked in and there was like girls in cages and girls they had a burlesque show and it was literally just girls getting spanked. And I was like, This isn't burlesque, but I love it. I was like, I want to do that one day. And I was probably like 21 years old. And I was like, this is amazing. Like, how do I get involved? And I met a guy and I tipped him because it was like, tip us. And he did like electro stuff on my arm and my back. And I was like, yes, get me. Yeah, it was so great.
I love that.
I was so young and I just didn't even know, but I was just like, later on through my years, I was like, I went to a fetish night and I loved it. And I just wasn't in that proper headspace or relationship space to go back and do it again for another like probably 10 years, which is wild to me. So yeah, that being said, I want to, on a very sincere side note, if you have fetish friends or friends that you think that need some fetish in their life, take them under your wing and show them
They love answering questions. Anybody who's got more experience than you has a million stories.
Is that true?
Yes.
Oh, well then there you go.
Like every kinky person I know, I'm just like, I immediately become Hannibal Lecter and I'm just like, what's the filthiest thing you've ever done? And don't lie, because I'll know.
I love that.
Or what's the thing you're most ashamed of in life?
Tell me more about it.
What's your worst memory?
I love that.
Yeah. Okay, so a better question would be, what are your fetishes?
Okay. What aren't they? Is a better question.
No, because there are a lot. I've done so many. Okay, so I've been doing professional dom work since 2008. When I was 21, I started playing professionally. I started training when I was 18, but I started playing when I was 15. So it has been 18 years. I'm 33 now, and I have been doing this for 18 years.
That's amazing.
Started doing my research when I was like 12, 13, because I noticed the way that my mom treated my dad, and I thought, ooh, that's not the way the normal people act, but that's the way things ought to be. And so I really like piggybacked on that. So like my personal fetishes, I love foot fetish. I've become kind of a connoisseur on that.
Yes, she really is.
I love receiving. I love giving. I think it's amazing. It's just wonderful. I love cock and ball torture. It is probably my favorite thing to do.
It is a lot of fun.
Like a true masochist, not somebody who, I don't like brats. I like submissives. I like people who are in it for me, who are in it just because me. But I don't like that D'Angelo music video. Oh my god!
I know, I love that.
Okay, all right. Now, abs are not a fetish for me. They're nice. I recognize like the discipline in me recognizes the discipline in you. So like that's whenever I see an ab, I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
I like a good ab, all right?
And
I'll take up on that one.
A big, beautiful, broad-chested man holding onto a surface and also a helicopter at the same time.
That's hot.
And then maybe also another big, broad-chested man, maybe the same broad-chested man ripping open a giant log while drenched in sweat.
That's hot.
Lumberjacks.
Lumberjacks are hot.
Okay, so fetishes. Feats of strength.
Okay.
Foot fetish.
Oh, I like that.
I love adult babies.
That is wild to me.
It's not for everybody. I love adult babies. I love like mothering children
and I
like adult men.
I want to take a quick moment.
Adult women.
I don't. We're talking honestly. I failed to mention this.
Candid.
I failed to mention this in the beginning of our show. Everybody knows this is risque. Everybody knows that this is rated X. There's absolutely no kink shaming. There's no racism and no anything that's like against LGBT. And to be quite honest with you, we've already said this in past episodes. Anything that is super pro, you know who, and super pro Blue Lives is going to be deleted from the chat. This is a super open space here. I know that I failed to mention that in the very beginning. You like what you like. I might not like adult babies, but she loves it, and I'm still okay and support it.
It's a fetish that I've become honest
let's
with
remember
myself
that
about.
as we go through this. If I see any
no,
things, we're gonna get you out of this chat.
After 18 years in the business, I have had many people say, "That's it, I'm kink shaming." However, I have been personally a haven for many, many adult babies who are wonderful, who are badass adults who have given me like financial advice, just like who are mentors to me in every way except for when I am treating them like a fucking infant. And it's like if a grown adult wants to pee their pants, then they can pee their pants, and I want to give them
as an adult.
I want to give them a safe space to do that.
Yeah, you get to do that, and you get to make those choices as an adult. Yeah. It's not for me necessarily, but like I still respect that.
It's not for a lot of people, but it is like I've come to terms with the fact that it is legit one of my kinks.
Yeah,
is looking at an adult in the eyes and saying, "I know what is best for you."
I love that. Well, good. I'm really glad that you've come to that awakening, because I think I do personally believe, and I'm a little bit older, and I'm still really discovering myself, and I feel like...
And also cock and ball torture. I love beating the shit out of dick and balls. Oh my God. My favorite sub, I don't know, like, because Scott said maybe someone worthy enough. And I have one particular person that I play with regularly who has been my favorite for many years. And if
is this a friend that I might know?
No.
Oh man.
No, the one that you know is a disappointment to me in many ways.
Ugh, then I'm also
still play with him, but we play with him for the money because his kink is stupid.
Then I'm also disappointed.
Yes, he is a disappointment. But no, and we haven't played with him since last November.
I know. I've been wondering what's happening with that.
No.
I was literally thinking about him the other day.
No,
because I saw pictures. I had like all.
No, he writes me now and then, and I'm like, the pandemic.
Sorry.
But no, I do have a favorite, and that is a person who can take a wailing.
Wow, that's crazy.
Like more pain than I can dole out.
Wow, that's amazing.
I've never tormented someone as much as I have tormented this person.
Well, I think this is a great follow-up question then.
Okay.
If you could only have one fetish for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Cock and ball torture.
Yeah, I was going to say, since we're already on this subject, I love that.
Yeah. Because it is the thing that I share with my favorite person who serves me best.
Oh, that's so sweet. I think that's really, really lovely, and I love that.
Yep.
I would have to say, if it was me, if I could only have one fetish for the rest of my life, it would absolutely be smothering. Oh
my God, one time I had sex with a fireman inside a body bag. And true story.
Tell me more.
Okay, so once upon a time when I was a baby sex worker and I was probably 20 or 21, I was smothering this fireman, and I had brought a body bag from work.
Love it.
Hey, day job, I'm a mortician. So I had brought a body bag from work, And I was like, I'm going to put you inside this body bag and you're going to suffocate.
Oh my God.
And he was like, oh no, please don't.
Oh God.
Okay, so he was really, really hot. Okay, so do you know the actor Daniel Sanjaya?
I don't know. It sounds very familiar.
He was on Rescue Me, and he was like the hot firefighter.
Okay, I was like, the name sounds so familiar. I bet somebody's going to know in the chat who Daniel Sanjaya is.
This really, really, really hot firefighter was, came to me for smothering fetish, and we got a hotel room, did the whole thing. This is back in like 2009, whatever. It was really cute. And we just had such a great chemistry. I've literally never seen this person again, and I don't remember his name.
But if you're out there, fireman that loves to be smothered, please drop some coin into the Blacklist Babes.
So yeah, we
and Venmo.
So I was smothering him outside the body bag, and then I decided to get into the body bag with him, and I was smothering him with my tits, and I was smothering him with my face and stuff, and we started making out, and it was like, you know what, we're having, we just zipped the body bag shut.
Love it.
And smothering. Oh my God.
So good.
That was one smothering session that was so good. I haven't done a smothering session since.
Wow, that's a good one.
I haven't.
That's a good one.
Nobody asks for it.
That's wild that nobody asked for it.
And also, and if anybody ever did ask for it, I'd be like, I don't really want to do my clients.
Right. Yeah. There's also that.
I got 2 committed partners. We got a closed relationship thing, no contamination, no cross contamination.
That makes sense. But absolutely. I love that.
That to this day, that is one of the hottest experiences of my life.
That is very
literally
hot.
And physically. And
oh yeah, I bet. Inside of a body bag, I'm hot as fuck already thinking about
smothering is so hot. It's so hot.
All right then. Let's see. We do have. Oh, there's another one. What's your favorite food for sex and why? Now, while you answer this, I'm going to go ahead and grab some more ice because I think I need another cocktail for this conversation.
There's a part of me that thinks, what do you think, what constitutes as sex? Because you say, what's your favorite food for sex? And I'm like, broccoli, because I can charge per fart. And true story, once upon a time, I had a client come to me and say that he would pay me per fart. And I knew the foods that triggered me best. So I told him that I was going to eat a bunch of broccoli and that I was going to fart in his face all night long. And he had a queening chair that he would strap himself into, and I would go and I would sit on the chair and just, inches above his face. And I was literally watching 30 Rock. This is back when 30 Rock was on the air. And I was sitting on the queening chair watching 30 Rock and blasting broccoli farts in this guy's face. But then I would use the Hitachi and I would come inches away from his face. Because I'd be like, listen, I can come and fart at the same time. I'm human. I'm a human being. And so, So I would drill one out every single time. This guy would hire me every week.
And God.
And he was law enforcement.
Oh shit.
And so a law enforcement dude would pay me to fart in his face over and over and over again, and then drill one out while watching cable television.
That's amazing.
Like a plebe.
Any good 30 Rock episodes?
Actually, for some reason, every time I went over there, it was always a Banks episode. So it was always Will Arnett and Alec Baldwin going
and I'm okay with that.
I'm just
just go ahead and do it.
This is hotter than it needs to be.
Right?
But I'm zoning out the whole time and I'm thinking about other things because if I'm entertained by television, I can't really, so I got to zone out.
That is so funny.
I'm like, hold on, no, I got to get in the zone and I got to ignore this show and then I'll rewatch it later
I love that. Gosh, that's a hard okay, listen, Ryan, this is a weird question.
Hi, I'm a pervert.
I'm like, what's your favorite food for sex and why?
Is this fuel for sex?
Right, exactly. That's kind of where my mind goes.
Or 8.5 weeks.
Or I'm thinking how about after sex? What's your favorite after sex food? Because I'll be honest, my favorite after sex food is fucking alcohol. I want a good drink. I want something stiff. I want to lay back and relax, and I get really hungry. And so I'm I want like a fucking, greasy something. I want something greasy. I want something that's, I don't know.
All I can think is moons over my hammy.
Yes, exactly. Like something like that. Like I want some fucking moons over my hammy. I want some like big juicy sandwich in my mouth after I've had like a really good fuck session. I'm like, let me just get like some fucking toast and some cheese, like melted cheese, So this question is a little bit vague. So please feel free, you guys, to go ahead and drop your own answers. Like
smothering is the shit.
Yeah, thank you guys. Oh, hey, thank you. All right, I see you guys. We're kind of looks like we're slowing down on questions, so we're gonna go.
Watermelon and a spoon.
Oh my God! Well, hello.
Like a spoon in your mouth or your.
Well, knowing Ryan, it might be in his. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and let you.
I got 3 holes, and a spoon is good for all.
See, Baloo understands me. Any sandwich, like I feel like we're the same. Like, give me a fucking sandwich. All right.
I've had many a bout of afternoon sex and then looked at someone and said pub subs.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Or did you know that the chicken tender pub is on sale this week?
I love that.
Hey, Tim Murphy said that the chicken tender pub is on sale.
I only have sex when it's chicken tender pub sale.
If the chicken tender pub is on sale, we're having sex. On a bad day, what's your go-to food to make yourself happy?
Wow, it's a food kick. Let's not do that one right now.
No.
We're gonna pass on that one. Like I said, some of these are, and you guys keep thinking of questions.
The answer is crab legs.
Oh, I love that.
Nothing makes me feel better. Huh. What's the most sex you've had in a day?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Have you guys ever done that? Like, I want to, like, let's see how much sex I can have in one day. Like you're off, like you're completely off for the entire day, and you just want to like marathon and see what you can do.
It's like you say that, and my first thought is consensual.
Yes. Yes.
I'm sorry, my childhood was dark.
Wasn't all of ours?
Yeah. Next question.
We're gonna pass on that one.
Like,
but you guys feel free to comment.
Like, the most consensual sex I've had in a day was I don't know,
okay,
probably like 7 or 8, I don't know, something like that.
Favorite? Well, go ahead and pull up one, and we got.
Would you say you have any fetishes? Who writes these questions? Can't you ask me something about a video game or?
I know there's supposed to be silly questions in here too.
I'm married to my job. What's the best sex you've ever had? I don't know. Me this morning. It was awesome.
Hold on, let me see. There used to be some funner questions.
What's one sex position you've tried that you didn't know had a weird name for it?
That actually, how
okay.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you when we're off air who submitted that one, and it's so funny because it's like, what does it even mean?
I think you should answer the question.
No, see, that's the thing is that one actually came up before, and I was like, what the fuck? I don't even know what that means. What's the one sex position you've tried that didn't know
had a weird
name for it? But like, what's a weird name?
What's a weird name?
Right.
Like, because everything that has a weird name, I heard of it before I ever had sex. I was a very educated virgin.
I don't know. I feel like I don't have an answer to this. That one actually came up like probably in the first or second episode, and I was like, "What does this even mean?"
I feel like any like when I was taking economics class in high school, there was this one segment that we learned. Someone made a comment on unrelated goods, and it was like, and the example that they gave in the economics textbook was butter and golf balls. And so I immediately drew a character from my favorite book series at the time. Now, mind you, this was 2002, so I'm way ahead of you motherfuckers. My favorite book series at the time was Outlander, so I drew a beautiful picture of James Malcolm Alexander Mackenzie Fraser holding a golf club with a thing saying, "I didn't ken it wasn't a butter."
Oh my God.
And I didn't realize that my Scottish accent sounds like I'm from Brooklyn.
Love it.
But
all right.
Like butter and golf balls sounds like a sex position.
Butter and golf balls sounds like a great song. See, if we're just making shit up, all right. Okay, here's my made up sex position. Watermelon and a spoon.
Watermelon and a spoon.
What is it? Drop your comments. What do you think a watermelon and a spoon is? And what do you think butter and, what was it?
Butter and golf balls.
What do you think butter and golf balls is? And what do you think watermelon and a spoon is if you were to describe it in a sexual position?
Okay. Can I answer the butter and golf balls one?
Okay.
once upon a time, I saw this girl who was gaping, and she was on the edge of a table. She was bent over. She had her legs in the air, but she was fully gaped and like she could accept like anything. And someone was putting ping pong balls in her butthole.
Oh my God, I feel like you told me this story before.
Her butthole was like so wide and open. It was like that game Elephant from we were children.
Yeah,
so someone was putting ping pong balls in her butt, and she was, popping them out. And we were quoting the South Park movie, that's my famous ping pong ball trick.
Oh my God!
And so like because there was so much lube there, if you had just put a bunch of butter inside her butt and put golf ball instead of a ping pong ball, she would have had to work a little bit harder. But she could have said that's her famous butter and golf ball trick.
I love that. Butter and golf ball.
I still keep in touch with that girl.
You should. And I think that that's a great one. But I'm going to let you guys...
Careless whisper, Silas.
I'm going to let you guys decide...
Only careless whisper.
I was going to say, you guys decide in the chat what you think what was it, a watermelon and spoon?
Watermelon and a spoon.
What you think a watermelon spoon
out the
is.
melon and fuck it.
And then, so
have you seen The Lighthouse?
Yeah.
I want that to be my answer for everything. If I had a steak. If I had a steak. Boy, I'd fuck it.
Oh my God. So favorite music for sex? I'm going to be honest. I'm a weird, not a weirdo, but like, I'm one of those like, well, I put on some like fucking, I put on like weird house music. I'm like an old techno, like rave kid. So I'm like, let me put on some fucking house music. So yeah, I'm going to put on some like, I put on like 07 or like some old sneaker pimps, like something that's real like bumpy, like I get into it.
I go deaf when I have sex because I dissociate completely.
I think that's fair.
And so like I don't like it when a person speaks when we're having sex.
Oh, I don't okay, you're not a dirty talker.
Like yeah, my favorite music for sex is heavy breathing.
Whoa.
And probably nothing else. Like I don't know, maybe if there's someone outside banging on the door saying, I'm going to kill you.
Okay, all right. That's
like, or
ghosts being like, woo.
No, my favorite music for sex is literally the person I'm fucking saying I should.
Oh, I love that.
Like the we're going to get in trouble. The first time I ever came with another person was with a boy in the upstairs girls' bathroom in Building 3 in high school.
Building 3 high school.
So I was straddling him and I was banging his head against the toilet. Bless his heart. Like he might have had a concussion when we were done. But the Latin teacher was outside talking to a student the entire time.
Oh.
We were this close to being caught. And
you think they didn't know?
I don't think they knew because I had my hand clamped over his mouth and he was so terrified.
You were so already like, this is my dom life. I'm so ready for this.
I was just like,
I love that.
And so that was my favorite music.
All right, so we've got favorite video game character crush, which I love, and then we do have a follow-up one. What's your video game question? What's your favorite video game? And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let her take this away, and I'm gonna plug in the laptop.
Okay. So the one that has given me the most nightmares is probably Alien Isolation, which I still haven't finished, even though that game came out 4 years ago, because I'm a complete failure. I've never finished it, and I know a lot of people who have, and they have tried to reveal the twist to me that it is not just a xenomorph, that it is many, many xenomorphs, and that explains a fucking lot. Yeah. Near and dear to me, shit. I have so many nightmares from it that I have absolutely put on. There's on YouTube. There are 10-hour ambient sound loops from the game, from like various, like you can go to the mess hall in Sevastopol Station, or here's just like ambient space station sounds and the occasional clanging inside an air unit, or the the passageways between the walls and stuff like that, when you hear just random sounds, plus the androids that are walking around, the working Joes, where they just say, at Sevastopol, there is someone behind you every step of the way. And it scares the shit out of me. That's right. That's right, you haven't finished it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say there's some
because
really
you're
good comments in here.
You're a sensible adult who is capable of making their own decisions.
Nikki understands.
And you can turn it off the same way I can turn it.
Baloo knows it too. I love I actually love Silent Hill. I'm a Silent Hill fan too, like librarian GMR. And I also want to kind of just read some of these really quick. So I want to read when we were talking about what's a watermelon in a spoon, right? So Ryan, this is for you. What's a watermelon in a spoon? A watermelon in a spoon is 69ing sideways. Love that.
I like that.
Okay, that's great.
I feel like it would be much like watermelon in a spoon is a person like when you have a great size disparity between the two people.
Ooh, I love that. Okay,
like if you ever had sex with somebody who's like 300 pounds more than you, it is amazing. It is incredible.
It's definitely the size difference is always like there's something there, and like, it's something you can't discount it.
Like I'm 5'8" and like 190, and there is nothing like having sex with someone who's like 400, 500 pounds who is I'm just like, yes, crush the life out of me. And
I think I don't understand that as a smaller person, but I do understand it as a larger person, shorter person,
as a person who regularly dwarfs the people that I'm around.
Right.
Like when someone is much bigger than me, I'm like, wow.
I can understand how you feel because like
so
as a super short person, like I used to only go after super tall guys.
Mm-hmm.
I would be like, oh, you're 6'7", fuck me, because I'm 4'10". And I'd be like, oh my God, let me climb you like a tree. Like, I totally understand that on a different level.
And it's funny because both of my boyfriends, one is 5'10" and the other's 5'11". And it's just like, well, it's really cool being the same height.
The same height. Oh my God. Speaking of,
I gotta say this. I say it all the time inside some of my meme groups. I'm very, very active in a lot of meme groups. And one of my favorite things to type in all caps is that Tom Hardy is 5'9".
Oh.
That means we are face level. No matter what position we're in, whether we're yelling at each other.
Yeah.
And
I get it. No, but like I used to never date short guys because I was like, oh, only tall guys because I wanted the
short guys.
I wanted the complete opposite. And then I started dating guys. This is why years ago I started dating guys that were like 5. I'm 4'10". 5'1", 5'2", and I was like,
that's right.
Whoa, it's like the fucking game has changed.
You can be dancing and his dick is actually vagina level.
This has changed. Like this whole thing has changed now.
like as much as I have really adored, I've dated dudes who are like 6'8", 6'9", and it's just like, wow, he's really tall. But it's like, you know, when we go to kiss, he has to crane down and
I love it. Crane down to me, bitch.
He's like, you know, where he's just like standing there, but he's already like. But when a dude is my height and we're looking right at each other, and he's just like.
That's wild.
I'm like,
so crazy though. Yeah.
I'm like, oh, and now I know everything I need to know.
I guess, you know, honestly, I would say.
Who were these small men?
We've never seen them. You will never see them.
Behind the camera. I actually have a wonderful photo of me and one of my closest friends in high school that we had a whole lot of sexual chemistry, but like the only way that we ever were able to make out. So he was like 5'3". And I'm 5'8", so like every photo we have is me holding him on my tits, and he's just like,
that's so cute.
And he's like, yes, ma'am. And I'm like, yes, that's right.
That's adorable.
We used to swim in his swimming pool, and we would play hook, and I would be the mermaid, and he would be Peter Pan, and that was the only way that we ever got to kiss. Because
God,
it was I was giving him oxygen, but I was also giving him carbon dioxide, and only carbon dioxide, and not oxygen at all. And so we would that was some high school fun. But oh my God, I love short dudes.
I want to read this
and
really
girls.
Quick. That's true.
It's just I'm sorry, I don't want to leave out the ladies.
Hi. So I want to read really quick. We asked earlier what you guys think a watermelon in a spoon is.
Oh shit! Sorry.
It's when you take the largest watermelon you can find and then in it, and then to spoon it until it squeezes like a watermelon with a rubber band.
Have you ever seen Hausu?
Oh my God, I don't even know what that means.
No, it's an amazing Japanese movie. It's called Hausu, and it's about these girls, and there's a wonderful graphic scene with a watermelon.
All right.
I recommend. Highly recommend.
So we're gonna let you guys think up some more questions. We're kind of getting down to the wire here.
Okay.
Now we decide when the
Mario
show.
or Luigi?
Oh shit! Okay, I was gonna say we decide when the show is over. So you guys better start asking some questions, or we gotta take from the cauldron.
When you say Mario or Luigi, I have to think of every person who has ever done like a cosplay or a burlesque of that, and I have seen some absolutely incredible Warios and Waluigis in the burlesque scene from drag kings mostly. And I hate to choose, but the person who taught me how to do all of my best drag king makeup did the most incredible Wario that I have ever seen. His name is Magnum Missile. And I took a drag king makeup class. Like, you know, like I feel confident in my skills already, but I do feel like it's important to take as many classes as you can all the time. Like if you're not learning something, if you're not, you know, like you should constantly be learning. So my favorite Wario that I have ever seen was Magnum Missile, and I have such positive memories associated with him and with, you know, like nobody says, you know, Luigi. Like I need to see It's a Me Mario. Like,
love that.
Sorry, you can't beat the original, and you can't beat Mario.
I personally like.
I mean, Luigi's tall though.
I do. Okay, so here's where I kind of disagree a little bit. I love the color green, and because Luigi is taller, I always thought that like Luigi was like the more handsome brother. And in my head, when I was a child, I was like, why does the princess always want to be with Mario? Like Luigi is so fucking cool.
She doesn't want to be with Mario though. She wants to be with Bowser because she's a monster fucker.
That's true. She does always go back to Bowser. She always goes back to him. She can't stay away from him.
It's so hot.
All right. Well, here's a really good question, and this one's specifically for you. Go ahead and bring that one up from Baloo, please, Levi. What would be considered a boring Dom session?
I don't have boring Dom sessions.
Now, I think the better question would be, now people have to apply with you, you know? They have to really they have to go through your application process before they even get to the point where they can spend time with you.
Yes.
And so if you see an application that has red flags, that says this is not going to be okay for your safety, and you know what I mean? Like, let's talk about that. I would say
that's probably 85% of the messages I receive are people who I'm never ever going to either respond to or meet with.
Right.
And it's not because their session is boring, it's because they give me red flags.
Right.
Where it's like, oh, you're a serial killer.
Yeah.
Or this person's a time waster and they're looking to come without actually scheduling a session. So a boring Dom session would probably be, okay, I guarantee you that the person that, our sessions that I have tapped you and many other ladies in are these sessions in which there is a particular sub that has paid probably over the last 7 or 8 years. We've known him for a very long time. He is his only kink is getting looked at by women. His kink is being a naked male amongst clothed females. And he wants to be the center of attention. I'm more inclined, like in a clothed female, naked male situation, I prefer to ignore the male completely if I'm not using him for something. But he's not submissive. Right. He does not perform tasks very well. Doesn't. And he's just terrible at tasks. And he doesn't have a pain threshold. So I have to get more and more creative every single time I play with this person, because I have to come up with a theme. I have to come up with a whole thing because I'm trying to keep it interesting for the 7 or 8 ladies that I have tapped in. Now I charge this person for every single lady who comes in and guests, you know, here's an hour of your time. I will provide champagne and I will give you money for basically making fun of this person for an hour. You know, you show up in whatever themed, you know, sexy version of a themed outfit. And, you know, like the only requirement is like high heels and mini skirts. And I'm like, So like you have to be the center of attention, you boring fuck, when we are clearly the more interesting thing in the room.
It's true.
Like, and she's played with me probably 100 times with this person, and like he's just so, it's boring.
Yeah, it's boring.
He doesn't take any pain very well. Like all he wants, like maybe a little light CBT now and then, but mostly he's like, no. And he just wants us to like talk at him.
Yeah, and it's weird.
I don't like
it's a little
that.
the talking
I'm
at
hands-on.
him.
I'm a hands-on person, and I like preferably it's one-on-one sessions. Like when someone calls me and asks for group sessions, I'm like, okay, let me tap in one of my favorite doms. You're gonna pay her exactly what you're paying me, and we are gonna double team your ass. And if they, if they're not into that, if all they want is just another eye in the room, and all they want to do is be the center of attention, like it's really hard. I don't know, like
it's hard to be the center of attention when you're not that interesting. I think
when you're not,
he's
not interesting. That person he's the least interesting person I've ever met.
Right.
And it's just like for 7 or 8 years, however long we've been playing together, I just like.
I think that's a good answer to the question. What's a boring dom session?
It's boring because it's not my fetish.
Yeah, and I think it's not just that it's not your fetish, but honestly, it's like if there's no interaction at all, and I could be wrong, but like because I've been in these situations with you, there's very little interaction, so you kind of don't know where to go.
Exactly.
I feel like when I've been there, for the many times that I've been there, it's like I always see it almost as like it's a chance to exercise my other side. It's a chance to exercise my acting, even, and you get to like this headspace where I'm going to be.
It is the most acting,
but it's very acting because you're also with their like. Well, now I'm making. Every now and then you have to make new friends because there's new doms that are watching. So you're like, I'm making new friends.
Like
I'm also
that's the one part
having
where
to deal with you.
I do feel like a pimp in that situation where I'm just like, all right, I got some new girls for you to meet. And it's all these new girls who come in and they're like, oh, that's it?
That's it. What else do we do?
What do we do? Oh, well, see, here's the thing. We're just going to talk around him.
Yes.
He's going to be naked and we're all going to be dressed like successful business ladies. And he's going to sit there and make his stupid little face.
Yeah, which is not a whole lot. So
no, I'd rather ignore him completely. Like some of my favorite sessions where there are clothed female naked males. I used to host a party called Girls Up, Boys Down, where it was a garden party, and we would have the whole, the backyard was done up all nice, and everybody would dress up like it was the Kentucky Derby, and all the guys, I would bring all these male subs in, and they would wear little aprons and little bow ties, and they would service us.
I love that.
And, they would pour drinks and serve hors d'oeuvres, and all the ladies would just like treat them like waitstaff. And it's just, for men to learn how to be of service. Now, I recognize that, and that was years ago. Now, I'm less of a, I consider that kind of sexist to say girls up, boys down, because I've met so many amazing trans men and men that are worthy of service and or of receiving service, and I want them to, yes, derby parties are great, they're awesome. And so like I want to say like, oh, doms up, subs down or something, anybody who wants to learn how to be of service or learn how to be a good butler or so on. There's, it can be awesome if you let it. But when someone is like, I want to be the center of attention in a room full of ladies who wear something different every 3 weeks.
They should show a little more appreciation, I feel, He
doesn't show appreciation, and he doesn't, like, I feel like the rates should have gone up.
Yeah, I gotta agree with that one.
And I've been playing with this dude since I was like 22.
And that's wild. And that's, okay. So.
But again, I haven't seen him since November, and
that says something.
Like, there's a big part of me, like, he wrote me recently, like a month ago, and was like, oh, I just, I want you to know that I miss you guys. And I'm like,
okay. Well, I only think about him when I look through old pictures.
I have a whole folder.
And exactly, like, and I was looking for old pictures of the two of us, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't want to see that. I just wanted to see your face, and
I just wanted to see the pumpkin patch.
Here's that other thing that I didn't want to see. I love it. Okay. All right, so we've got a lot of random questions.
The sexiest Cenobite is Pinhead. Next question.
I'm going to also agree with that, obviously. All right. Who's your favorite?
Marianne or Ginger, Professor or Gilligan?
I like a nerd, so I'm going to go Gilligan.
I'm going to say Professor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's totally fair.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kirk or Picard?
I need my water. Hold on.
Picard.
But
All right.
No, Riker.
All right. Riker. I have no knowledge. I'll be honest. Like this isn't like I can't.
No,
I can
Kirk
give
is
an honest opinion
Kirk is
on
a
that one.
bottom. Kirk is a bottom bitch.
I believe it.
Picard is an engaging and attentive partner. But Riker is the one who's going to make you come. So saith Beverly Crusher.
So the next one is a very good question, and I think that I like this question. Thoughts on open relationships?
They're awesome, as long as you have open and honest communication between you and your partners.
I also agree. I think that open relationships can absolutely work if everybody in the relationship is very honest with each other.
It needs to be copacetic.
You know, and I think that there should be a lot more openness about the normality.
I see you, Silas.
You know, the normality of like the open relationships. You know, it's more normal than people give it credit for.
Absolutely.
But people kind of tend to hide it because they're not comfortable talking about it. Because in their heads, it's like, well, this is the traditional relationship is how we've all been taught. And so, of course, you want to kind of go with that traditional flow. But it is 2020. And now moving forward, we're able to kind of be more open about like these things that we thought were in the closet or in the dark are becoming more prevalent to your day-to-day life. So I think that really what it comes down to is as long as there's honesty, communication, it can absolutely work.
Yeah, 100%. I live, like, personally, on a personal level, I have lived in a house with, I have a boyfriend, and he has a wife. And we have lived together for 4 years. And then I have another boyfriend, and he has a wife. And she has a boyfriend. And it's so, like, as long as everybody is communicative with each other and said, you know, and is very honest, and, you know, I have the boyfriend that I live with, and I know he's got a couple of people that he goes and sees once or twice a year that are his, he has a sex partner that he meets once or twice a year. And it's like, you know what? That's awesome. And I learned that from him because he doesn't have jealous bone in his body. And I have learned a lot from him in the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Because he has said, like, he's just awesome.
Yeah.
And
he is awesome.
So, like, if I say I'm going to go and spend time with my other partner, he says, I hope you have a great time. And if his wife, you know, before the pandemic, his wife would go on a business trip and she would shoot him a selfie from a hotel bar or something. And she would say, hey, listen, look at this guy. And he would go, are you going to have sex with him? Oh my God, you should. Oh, I hope you have a great time. Tell me if you had a great time. Text me before you go to bed. I love you. And he's so encouraging, and he wants her to have a great time.
Yes.
She's his wife. They've been together for 20 years. They've been together since high school. And every time she's like, hey, listen, I think I'm going to go and do so-and-so. He's like, oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Afterward, he says, did you have a great time? Oh my God, I hope you had a great time.
And you all take care of each other, like, emotionally,
as long
you
as,
know what I mean? And that's what's really
exactly.
important.
You know, like when a partner goes through a breakup, and we've all gone through breakups throughout the time that we've been together. And, you know, like, if she has a heartbreak, he's there going, yeah, he's a piece of shit.
Right? Exactly. Because you are that person's like, biggest fan at the end of the day.
He is her biggest fan. Yeah. And he's my biggest fan.
Right.
And so, like,
exactly.
She and I are both on his team. And, you know, he and I are both on her team. Like, she and I aren't dating.
Right.
But we're all a family.
Right. And you guys are all family. Exactly.
And that's the thing. When you have an open relationship, like, you need to discuss what you want to do with your partners. If you want to pursue relationships with the people that you're fooling around with outside of it, like if you want to have sex with somebody, like meaningless sex, you can say, hey, this is meaningless sex. And, you know, don't read into this. I'm just going to go and have a fun evening. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to go to sleep and we're going to watch a rerun of this and, you know, and we're going to go to bed.
Right.
It's as long as the person that you want to be with in an extended situation is, you know, understanding,
I think is very important.
Exactly.
And I will say, from a very opposite side of you, with my partner that I'm with now, Levi Stretch, we both come from open relationship backgrounds, and myself a little more poly background, although he's also experienced and been in poly relationships as well. And so I think before, at least for me, you know, before this relationship, I was very much like, I don't really think that this, you know, monogamy and all of that is for me. And once we started dating each other, it was a very honest relationship talk where we had to say, do we want to be open? Do we want to be poly? Do we want to be with other people, or we would like to spend time together? And that's really what makes a difference, is that I never had those conversations with other people where it was like, well, I'm always going to be attracted to other people. And there's always a chance in the future that things could change. But monogamy as a rule can't be necessarily a hard rule. And so therefore, the decision between the two of us was, let's pursue this as a monogamous relationship, also understanding that we both like to flirt.
Yep.
We're both flirtatious people. I'm Risa Risque. I'm a flirtatious person. Levi is also a flirtatious person. But we also know there's a line that we've drawn. And now in the future, if it comes to the point where you say, well, I want to do this or I want to do that, then you have a conversation about it.
Yeah.
The biggest part is,
if it's ever going to become bigger than what it is right now.
Right, exactly. Then you have to have that initial conversation. The main issue I feel that has been with my last relationships that always failed, which were, I mean, I'm going to tell you, to be honest, like abusive, manipulative, codependent, very shitty relationships that I've had in the past that I could go on for hours and I don't want to, because that's negative shit that nobody needs to rehash. But all of that shit could have been avoided if people were just flat out honest with each other from the beginning. And now it has been, you know, a 4-year relationship where we're like, hey, things could change. You never know. But this is the person you want to be with now. And so as far as like open relationships go, you need to keep an open mind, I think is what really comes down to. Because I do believe that, like, it's ridiculous to believe that other people aren't going to have connections with other people. Now, how you act about it really depends on you. Are you going to be open and communicative, or are you going to be secretive and shitty?
I think it's important also to recognize that, like, when someone says you're not the partner that I married or whatever, yeah, you need to recognize that people grow.
Mm-hmm.
And so if we've been together a long time, I will say, you know, years and years ago when I got together with one of my partners, I was a little bit possessive of him. And when he said that he was, seeing multiple people, I was like, oh my God. And I thought, what does that say about me? It says nothing about me. I stand to lose nothing. And so it's always important to ask yourself, if your partner wants to go and fool around with somebody else, it's like, okay, well, am I losing you? Because if you're not, then, or if I'm not losing you, then what's the problem? My partner went out and had a great time with someone else, and it, like, you don't need to be a part of everything. And also they're going to come home.
I do agree with that, like on a level where I feel like it says so much about, like, not every person is going to fulfill that, like, need in you. I get so much out of some friends that I might not get out of my partner. Now, that doesn't mean that, we're gonna, like, go start dating each other necessarily, unless we want to, and that's a whole different conversation that we would have with our partners. But at the same time, it's also not completely unrealistic to be like, this person gives me this, you give me this, and I want this from you. And I think that that's so healthy and open-minded to just, at the end of the day, be really fucking honest with yourself and with the person that you're with.
Yep.
And who cares about what your family thinks, honestly? Like, who cares about what your family or your friend thinks or anybody else around you? Because I think that a lot of that stigma comes from like, I don't want other people to know.
The family is the one that you make.
Kind of crazy, you know.
And the family that you keep in your life should be only the ones who accept you for who you are and for who you are growing into.
Yeah. And again, we're not fucking experts on this. This is just my experience.
I speak from my
Cabana's experience. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are listening to us right now, and you're probably thinking a lot. Like, I don't see a ton of questions coming in.
If you're still with us, thanks.
You know, and so, but I do want to say that, like, if this is something that you're kind of toying with, it's something that you should really, really, at the end of the day, be really honest with yourself and your partner.
Yeah. So. And partners
and partners if you have
several, and then if your partners have partners, be open and honest with them too, because ultimately you are all on the same team.
Yeah.
So like you can't say like, oh, but his wife, because it's like, no, she is with me, because if he's being a dumbass, she's gonna be the one on my side.
Yeah.
Because
and you know what?
We're gonna say, no, honey, you shouldn't eat that. It's two of us against you, and you always regret it when you eat that.
Right. And I love this. I love this. Silas just said, glad I asked, I'm sorry, Baloo said, glad I asked. Silas said, communication is key. Ethically non-monogamous is a beautiful way to live. And I do think that ethically anything is a beautiful way to live.
Yes, just conduct everything ethically.
Yeah, I mean, and
some people, monogamous is great. Some people, polyamorous is great. Awesome. If COVID was lifted tomorrow and the travel ban was lifted, where would your first vacation be?
Ooh, boy, I love this question.
I work a lot.
Let's just say that you weren't working. Let's pretend you weren't working and you had money in your account. Now, it was just you. Let's just pretend, okay? Let's just pretend you had $10,000 in your account just for fun. You had extra money to pay your bills. Don't even worry about anything. You had $10,000 extra in your account.
If I hadn't a care in the world and there was no pandemic.
Yes. Tell me where you would go. What would your first be?
Would I be by myself?
Well, you have $10,000.
Like if I have $10,000, like am I taking my partners with me?
Well, $10,000 would get you.
They would get a say. Both of my partners would get a say.
Well, yeah, but still, you have $10,000. You said, I have $10,000. Where should we go?
If I said I have $10,000 and I'm going here and you're not invited.
No, you would say, where should we go? I have $10,000. Where should we go? Where should we go? All of us together. There's no holds barred. You can do whatever you want.
This is going to sound really weird and stupid that I would say Maine.
Okay.
Because I haven't been there yet, and all of Stephen King's books and movies are set there.
I love that.
And I kind of want to go to Bangor, and I kind of want to stand outside of Stephen King's house.
All right.
It's because I've been to so many other places. Like, my immediate reaction is Maine. Just to be like, oh man, and then I can get some lobster rolls.
Oh my God, lobster.
Because I love lobster.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I love crab legs. And Hannibal or Will, Silas, that's not fair.
That's also really hard because I want to say Will, but I also want to say Hannibal.
Okay, so here's the thing though, like Hannibal's gonna cook for me.
You see my face?
Hannibal's gonna cook for me.
I want to whale watch in Maine. See, that's a really good reason to go to Maine.
Yeah.
Not just for like.
Well, my boyfriend's wife is from Maine, and we have talked about it. We've gone on vacations together where like we went and saw his whole childhood situation, and I think it would be cool to see her childhood situation.
Love that.
But I'm also, I'm like, is Castle Rock real?
Oh my God, Castle Rock.
Is Derry real? Is Bangor real? And
is all this mist real?
So like I just want to go and sit outside the wrought iron gates of terrifying
Maine lobster.
And so I want to go to any place that inspired something horrifying. So yeah, I want to go to Providence. And
Ryan said New Zealand and Australia. So if you have that money, girl, go.
I want to go to New Zealand. I want to New Zealand, like Lord of the Rings. No, New Zealand sounds awesome. I know a lot of
So let's say, okay, so Maine for you, for sure.
yeah, I just think it would be cool.
And I don't mind that.
There's a lot of history there. There's a lot of, witch
Yeah,
burnings there that I want to pay respect to.
I totally agree.
You can go to Salem, but there were a lot of witch burnings in Maine, and I feel
Right.
like they don't get enough credit. And also, like Portland is a weird dystopian wasteland, and I kind of want to go.
I do. Well, okay, so that was kind of like on our list of things to go to. Was we've never been to Portland or Seattle.
I also kind of want to cosplay Fallout 3 and go to Washington, D.C.
Love that.
And just pretend that I'm going through the Capitol Wasteland.
Yes, I think that would be hot. And I want to say, okay, so like for an American U.S., I would say probably like Portland and Seattle if I had to stay within the states. So you said Maine, I would say the other coast because I've been all up and down like the East Coast. I've never actually been down the West Coast.
I've been all up and down west.
I've not. So we're the complete opposite. I've been this way. I've never been that way.
So I've been born that way.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm the complete opposite. But I would say like what Ryan said, he wants to go to New Zealand, Australia. The one thing I have never fucking done. I heard New Zealand was so beautiful. And I want to go there. I just don't want to go there one day. And I know they have like crazy big spiders, but like they also have beautiful blue
spiders.
Oceans.
They're awesome.
And they have amazing scallops, I hear, and I love scallops. So yeah.
Like I've chased the food to various places in my life.
And that's what I want. It's like food motivates me.
Every place I've gone, like literally. Okay, so I had a failed marriage, and when I got married, my honeymoon, they had the partner asked where I wanted to go when we got married, and I was like, let's go to Charleston so we can eat at Husk.
Oh, Husk.
Because Sean Brock is the head chef, and it's stupid because like I could have gone to so many other places.
But you didn't know at the time.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I knew about the places, but I'm just like, I want to go to where my favorite chef is. And yeah. So I mean, it's like let's go to Patagonia in South America. Let's eat with Francis Melman, where he digs a fish out of the mud and cooks it on a fire.
Oh God, no!
And I'm like, I could dig a fish out of the mud here. It's Florida.
That's true. That's actually really true.
So, yeah. When you say Hannibal or Will, I'm like, are we vacationing in Wolf Trap, Virginia? Do I get to meet Winston? Do I get to meet Applesauce? We helped name that dog.
So we're coming up on almost 2 hours.
We've done great.
You guys have, honestly, you've been doing really good.
Thank you for participating.
If you want to also send us a few more tips, we would not be opposed to it. I would say if you would like, and thank you all, I want to take a quick shout out. I want to say thank you so much to Silas. I want to say thank you to Scott. Thank you so much to Travis, and Colleen and Dale.
Thank you for spending time with us.
Thank you for spending time with us. We're probably going to wrap the show up. It's totally up to you.
Oh no, I'm into it.
This is kind of like how Risa Risque shows go. It just as long as you guys are asking questions, we're fucking answering.
I'm so excited. I work in a funeral home like 70, 80 hours a week, and I never get to I haven't done a show in 6 months, and so I'm.
Well, I'll go ahead and I'll let Cabana call it because she is our guest tonight, and I'm so happy to have her. I do have to be at work at 8 a.m. So my goodness, I do want to say really, really quick that Risque Business is actually going to be a podcast. So Risque Business, you're only going to get a few of these live shows very soon visually, and then Risque Business is actually going to move on to a podcast platform. And I would love to have you back as a guest. I cannot wait. You have so many amazing stories. I cannot wait.
That's so exciting.
I'm so excited as well.
Any more songs? Do you want another song?
Yeah, if you guys want another song, I will tell you this. Go ahead, if you can, drop a little something in the tip jar. I can personally bring something up on the YouTube, and we can, Cabana can sing another song. Is that what you guys want? Because if that's the case, we can go ahead and do that.
If you want it, say yes, and we will sign off with another.
Happy to see you perform, Cabana. Always wanted to see.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. because you know, Risque Business is very much like a risque cabaret. So whatever you guys want to see, I see a yes,
filthy
please.
individuals.
Okay, so
what do you want to say?
That is up to you. If you want to sing something, or if of course Nikki said yes, I love that. If you guys want to see like a duet, we can do a duet. If you want to see Cabana sing alone, we can see Cabana because she's amazing.
Our private show's legit. Motherfucker, what do you think?
I think that's an obvious.
It's like I leaned into the ring light. like
you don't want those blue eyes staring at you.
It blocked my face so much I looked like Farrah Fawcett for a second.
I know. That's what the ring light is so good for.
What is that? Tanya Roberts? Oh no, I'm just kidding. I just look like my mom. Oh, I miss my mom.
That's why my mom was like, I heard that underwear story. I'm out.
What underwear story?
I don't want to go back to it. I can't.
I don't want to go back to it.
I don't
know where my phone is. Let me find some.
All right. So, do you know you don't own me? Well, I don't know.
Did we?
I don't know if we know you don't own me.
Have we done that?
I'm
pretty sure we've done that.
We did. Duet.
Let's do it. Okay.
Let's do it. Okay, so all we really need basically is
2 cellos.
2 cellos. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Get rid of this.
So stare at our faces while we search.
That's all we need. We just need you to stare at our faces.
Listen, if it's not weird, it's not worth it.
What?
That's just a general life rule.
That's how we look on
oh my God,
on the
that's
YouTube.
So cute. I love
that's
that.
How we look on the YouTubes.
That's
all right. What
I'm so proud.
I know. Thank you.
I've seen that video.
What duet would you like to sing?
Je ne sais pas. I just saw like, who's those 2 hot broads?
Do it. We want a duet.
Pachelbel's Canon?
It's weird.
Bro. Haven't we done enough in D tonight?
Okay.
Let's do You Don't Know Me.
Me. Karaoke. Okay.
Oh boy, howdy.
I feel like you need to sing the higher parts though, because I can't do that. But this Leslie Gore.
Well, yeah, that's the only one, right?
Yeah, of course it is.
All right.
Second. I gotta.
Oh, so I've got a mashup that I've written.
Love it.
To Black.
Yes. Oh my God.
Who would I DM for a private show? Her.
Should we do? Okay, so we're basically decided on. You Don't Own Me.
We picked You Don't Own Me, but last time we did it, we had 4-part harmonies.
Yeah, we did also have 4-part harmonies. What about? Well, we also have Adele and like all the other songs that we used to do. Or what was the one that you really liked? Was Many Shades of Black.
Oh yeah,
you like that one a lot.
Do you want to do that one and stuff?
Do you prefer to do that instead of You Don't Own Me?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's put that one down. You can DM Miss Risa for a private show.
Yes.
Because this is her house. My house is filled with dogs that will scream if I sing. So I sing only at work.
I know. I'm so thankful that my dog does not like freak out. I'm like, yeah,
oh my God,
let me do that.
Like I take a breath and my dogs are like, I'm howling with you, Mom.
All right. You know what I feel like? When it comes to like this song, I love your voice so much. So I feel like I'm gonna go ahead and just like I'm gonna go ahead and let you take this, and I
will take it and you help.
I'll just like go into it. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go ahead and do this random. Wop 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 wop.
Wop wop wop. That's some white ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna share the screen. Give me a second.
Okay.
All right.
Only if you like it.
Let's see. I'm gonna turn this up just a tiny bit. It's giving me the circle.
The circle. Remember when Xboxes came out before the Xbox 360 and it would give us the red circle of death?
Oh, I remember that.
I remember that. I remember dreading it.
I'm catching up with myself.
I see it. It says not responding.
Hey, David.
Whoops.
Oh, look, it's funny. It's actually like still picking us. It's still picking us up on here. But it's not picking us up on
Whoops.
my.
Not responding. Oh no.
It's just giving.
We've frozen.
It's giving me a frozen thing. Yeah, I know.
That's awesome. Good times.
I'll kick you out of the room.
Kick me out.
Kick us out of the room.
Kick me out and I'll come back.
Twice as strong.
Yeah, better.
Dear diary. Today I got
Everybody
kicked
will
out
see
of
it.
the room and I came back.
Oh no.
Is that TeamViewer? What is that?
I'm done.
We'll enter you into the chat at any time. Are we doing this again? Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna try it one more time.
Oh, the chat's been erased.
Yeah.
Chat.
Let's see. Go back to here. We
Macaroni in a pot.
see you.
What's your favorite WAP lyric? My favorite is park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage.
Ooh.
It's, I don't know, I love it because like I love the idea of when, you know.
A Big Mac truck in your tiny garage.
Yeah.
I agree. All right, so.
Son of a bitch.
Oh man. Let's go ahead and try this one.
Who's it?
And we're gonna go back here.
Scott, you'll know this one.
We're gonna share the screen. I know Scott will know this
Oh my
one.
God, we should say
It would make
featuring the Raconteurs. Wow. Fuck you, Adele. Whoever made this, no, the Raconteurs wrote this song. Brendan is the lead, and Jack is backup. You're welcome.
Are you guys ready for this duet?
I am. I heard a woo from the back.
You take the lead on all of this.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go ahead and be background.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and smash it on the floor. Take whatever's left and take it with you out the door. See if I cry. See if I shed a single sorry tear. Can't say that it's been that great. No, in fact, it's been a wasted worry here. Everybody sees and everyone agrees that you and I are wrong. It's been that way too long. Take it as it comes and be thankful when it's done. There's so many ways to act, and there's many shades of black. There's so many shades of black. There's so many shades of black. Let it out, let it all out, let it all out. Say what
what's on your mind. You can
kick and scream
and shout and say things that are so unkind.
Yeah.
See if I care. See if I stand firm or if I fall.
It's in the back of my mind and on the tip of my tongue. It's the answer to it all. And everybody sees, and everyone agrees that you and I are wrong. And it's been that way too long. Take it as it comes and be thankful when it's done. There's so many ways to act, and there's many shades of red. There's many shades of red. There's so many shades of red. Oh, we did that? We can do that during the show? Aww. Once upon a time, we took off our clothes to the sun, and it wasn't Facebook friendly. I feel bad because I'm talking over the guitar solo. It's really good. But there's nobody I can look at who's playing the guitar, so it's not the same. Everybody sees, and everyone agrees that you and I are wrong, and it's been that way too long. To take it as it comes and be thankful when it's done. There's so many ways to act, and you cannot take it back. No, you cannot take it back. No, you cannot shake it back. No, you cannot shake it back. Oh, there's many shades of black. Oh, there's many shades of black. There's many shades of black. There's so many shades of black. There's so many shades of black. There's so many shades of black. Go ahead.
That's hot.
Aw, memories.
Oh, I know. Muscle memories, right?
We originally did that show over a year ago in a wonderful show called The Lawless and the Damned.
Oh, Lawless and the Damned. It was so good.
It was about a wonderful, it was a gothic western?
Gothic Western, yeah.
Western gothic.
Yeah.
Set in a town called Lawless.
I loved it. I love when
Where a young
love
man
that
learned why no man can leave.
one. You never leave Lawless once you come on in it.
It's true.
Thank you,
Aw,
thank
good
you.
times. Thank you so much for joining us.
Bravo, yeah. Well, they're actually joining us from like a completely other side. I want to say like Russia.
What?
We have like a completely different side. Virginia.
Oh, that's funny because
Yeah.
I have a friend in Virginia and I didn't know.
Oh,
He lives
yeah.
here in Orlando. So I just don't know his last name.
Could be. Or just another, yeah.
No. He don't know me. If
I was
he
gonna
did,
say, I was gonna say, I think that,
Thank you so much, Nikki.
that was such a good show. All right.
Yay.
Thank you guys so much. Well, it has been exactly 2 hours of a show.
Thank you for spending time with us.
I think that we've exhausted our naughty questions, and you got an extra song that we did not even plan on. So
Thanks. You're welcome.
And you are welcome. Yeah. So, all right. So let's talk about what's coming up next for the Blacklist Babes. Pull that up. There we go.
You pulled that up. I'm going to take a second.
Absolutely. So the Blacklist Babes Cabaret, we have an ominous online showcase coming up on October 24th at 8 p.m. You get to see all of the Blacklist Babes Cabaret performing all of their creepy, ominous online shows. And we have another perfect, amazing, I'm so excited, If you guys watched the last show, The Blacklist Babes, you will get to see that we are able to do a very social distanced music video. So you guys, I'm super excited that we're going to be doing a creepy Halloween version of a socially distanced music video again. And then in November, it is my birthday. I am a Scorpio, bitches. And we're going to be doing a Risque Business birthday cabaret version on Saturday, 11/7. So November the 7th at 9 p.m. And I'm very excited because I'll be quite honest with you, I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but it's going to be my birthday. And it's also going to have some of our most favorite guests from Risque Business answering all of your funny Risque birthday questions. I want you all to subscribe to the Blacklist Babes YouTube because very, very soon we're going to be giving out prizes for people that subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please direct message myself at Risa Risque or at Blacklist Babes Cabaret for merchandise. We have t-shirts, we have stickers, we have mugs. I'm so excited to share the Blacklist Babes Cabaret with you all. And if you do order masks, just know that 100% of what you order from masks does benefit a local Black-owned business called Infinite Dreams. Please follow them on Infinite Dreams LLC on Instagram, and they will be able to assist you with any of your local t-shirt and mask needs. So definitely watch them. And I want to give it back one more time. Give it up for Levi Stretch for being able to just thank you so much for taking care of everything from the back, wink, wink, and also from the front. I want to say thank you. Bring us back, Levi, to the stage for Cabana Macabre.
Hi, you guys.
Thank you guys so much. You guys have been wonderful. I see the tips have been rolling in.
Thank you so much.
You've been here for about 2 hours. Stay very tuned because there's going to be some amazing things that we're going to be announcing by the end of the year that not only include not only just like Risque Business, but Blacklist Babes, but Cabana Macabre as well.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You want to definitely stay tuned. And I just want to say thank you all for watching. Thanks for having a drink with us. And yeah, we love you. Keep tipping at this information right here at the bottom. Blacklist Babes, Cash App, and you got our Instagram, you got our YouTube, you got our TikTok, and you also have Cabana's social media information. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Blacklist loves you.
Oh, that's the logo.
Yes.
Well, all right. This is Levi Stretch. I got to go take a cold shower out of that one. That was got quite risque at the end there. But I hope you all had a good time. And, well, good night, peeps.